Well, you may have noticed I have sent you 3 pages, photos of 3 pages. One is the cover of the style book, Economist, which I was talking about, the contents page, and the first page of the introduction. If you enlarge that first page of introduction of the style book, you will note a very important statement, which I would like to elaborate now. They have introduction, they have quoted one very renowned author, George Orwell. He's a very good journalist. He was an author of many books, novels, his most important being 1984. Many of you may have heard the name of the book. He has given certain rules, basic rules of style and editing, and the Economist editors follow this style very meticulously. Though this is a statement which has been made in the 1950s, this particular statement is still relevant today. You see, he has given, say, 6 points which need to be followed for maintaining a good style or maintaining maintaining good editing. First point is never use a metaphor. Now, what is a metaphor is. Metaphor is basically a comparison. Like say, a cool as a cucumber. That is a simile. When I call you a cucumber, which means you are cool as a cucumber. That is a metaphor. These comparisons are metaphor. I'll talk about the metaphors later, but remember, metaphor is an ornamentation. Try to avoid all ornamentation in your writing. Try to be simple, direct, straightforward. That's the reason why he says avoid metaphors. And the editing job is also to remove metaphors from the passages, from reports. The second point is never use a long word when a short word will do. Meaning, suppose a word like annihilate. Annihilate is a big word. The easier or shorter word would be kill or destroy. So, try to use a small word when you know that. And even if you know a bigger word and which might sound grand, use the shorter word or simpler word. Second is, if it is possible to cut out a word, always cut it out. Meaning, these adjectives, adverbs, these ornamentations, as I said, in context of the metaphors, cut out all words. If you think there is a word which can be removed, that's a word which is a redundant word. You can drop it. So that's the third point. Never use the passive where you can use the active. That is one very important statement. It's about the verb. Using the verb, never say he was killed by somebody. Instead of doing that, you write he killed him. Meaning the active voice is not by something which is done by somebody. Be direct. You have to be direct, and that's why the active voice of verbs are very important. Never use a foreign phrase, a scientific word, or a jargon word if you can think of an everyday English equivalent. And that's also important. Many people say, use English words, or rather French words, or, words which are Greek words. Try to be very learned. Don't do that. In reporting, use always the simple English word. And finally, the sixth is the most important statement. And remember, this is the sense of humor which Orwell always had said that break any of these rules sooner than saying anything outright barbarous. Meaning, you are free to break these rules when you think that you can write a better sentence or you can write something better. These six rules are very core to good editing, good reporting, and keep to this and keep in mind. And in this way, you improve your style of writing. I'll come back again.